And we're back. Welcome to the channel, lads. We've got a few people in already. We've got Will, Metal Madness Gaming, James Martin. Morning, lads. Well, it's me and Lucy tonight.
Hello.
Philip, unfortunately, is going out. I was just trying to get him on there. Bazza is in from the dog painting. Want to chuck out a question, see if I get any responses. I'm looking to get sponsored. I'll certainly try and offer some assistance. And we've got Stephen Dunn. Hey all, welcome. So, what are we working on tonight? Lucy is working on the Sigmarite Mausoleum.
Yep.
You've been enjoying doing that, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of purple and pink flowers, unsurprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of gold and brass.
Yep.
Some bluey type roofs. I'll show you a quick sneak peek. There you go. So, some nice scenery. I got your Balewind finished finally.
Hey.
So I can expect a tutorial for that probably tomorrow. James says, good day, Lucy.
Hello, James.
You and Lucy's shoulder, you mean? Yeah, Lucy's shoulder. Because the camera's actually quite far back, but yeah. What else are we going to do? Got your branch wraith on Friday. That's painted. That took all of 2 minutes.
Yeah, nice little surprise.
Yep. And finally got the bloody Primaris Marines finished.
No, you haven't.
What have I got to do?
Faces.
No, I've done it.
So they're all totally finished?
Apart from 4 lads with blonde hair.
Cool.
Barry just got back from Whitby, nice one. And Darmamu, Andre Bobini, I think his surname is. Talk to you on Facebook, still hoping that Yanari will keep Harlequins. No worries. So yeah, the Eldar Codex has been announced by the community team today. And an interesting twist for Iandin. Basically, they see what they can do is it's an artifact, and once per game, all models within a certain range of Eldar Farseer, any Wraith constructs, can double their attacks.
No way.
But they take D3 mortal wounds each.
If it's a high wound model.
Wraith Guard have 3 wounds each, Wraith Lords have 10.
It's definitely worth the Wraith Guard.
Wraith Knights have 24.
Definitely worth it.
So that's just one of them. The Codex goes up for pre-order on Saturday, so I will be pre-ordering that through Wargames, our sponsors. So if you want discount on the Eldar Codex, and indeed one of the 6 sets of Eldar dice that they're releasing. 6 different sets of Eldar dice. Then go and check out Martin at wargamesuk.co.uk, and you can get anything you want from there. It doesn't have to be GW stuff, and he offers discount on everything. Lucy's pre-recorded voice is with us. Ask a complicated question they don't record answer for. Come on, guys. Nah, she's definitely here.
Hello.
Here. So, Lucy's working on that. I've got the Warwalkers in front of us, which I really want to get on with. And I promised Will I'll have some of the Death Watch done before the end of the month, Lucy. Because
is that the one I was painting for you?
Well, you did all the silver arms.
Yeah, the black one.
Yes, yeah.
And that's, I kept calling it the wrong thing.
Yeah, because you kept calling them Death Guard.
Right. Nearly
Death
right.
Watch, Death Guard, didn't they? So yeah, I made a promise to Will because basically the Eldar Codex is coming out. Warwalkers are in the Start Collecting box. I'm like, I need to paint my Warwalkers. And Will's like, yeah, but you've been saying you've been going to do the Death Watch for months now, Harry.
You have.
Do them.
Actually, you said that when we first met. Over a year ago.
Well over a year ago. When I bought them, and Lucy was like, you're going to paint these, aren't you? And I was like, yep. Uh-huh. Will says if I don't get them done, he's taking a wallpaper brush to them. So they will be done, absolutely. Meanwhile, what am I going to be working on? I'm going to be working on Eldar Terrain, because I will be filming, hopefully, a game. I haven't spoke to them yet, but me and Phil are going to a Warhammer 40,000 tournament on the 28th, which is release date for the Eldar Codex, at Battle Bunker. And I was hoping, if enough of the rules have come out before then, if they are available, we're going to try and I'm going to try and get Neil from Hellstorm Wargaming to come up and play a game, or Dan, on the Friday night before the tournament. Because Hellstorm Wargaming are coming up on the 28th. It's my birthday next Saturday. Well, happy birthday for your birthday, Barry.
How old are you?
He's 21.
I didn't know that.
It doesn't matter how old he is, he's 21.
Plus VAT.
Plus VAT, I like it. So, yes, I'm working on... I need a glove. I need a glove.
Who were releasing the dice? Wouldn't mind seeing if they've got something. James, GW have got loads of, like, at least one that I know of, some Zinch dice.
Hang on. Who were releasing the dice? Yeah, it's Games Workshop that are releasing them. There is some Zinch dice. I think they released them last year. They're definitely out because I've definitely seen them.
Yeah.
Chris Tudor, who won No Retreat, has 2 or 3 sets of them. And I know this because I played them at the NW1, he was using them then. They're definitely available from GW.
Yeah,
Steve?
Who's Steve?
From Newcastle, I thought that's what
yes.
you want to move on to.
No, but he works at GW Sunderland part-time. Calvin's got them. I played against him with his dice. I wish they'd bring some different kind of Stormcast, purple Stormcast, or pink, but then I love my dice, so I don't know.
This doesn't like me, it's not spraying very well at all. It's not.
It's just moving with a very thought.
Phil.
Christ, Lucy, careful, Lucy's put the dentist gloves on.
Sweeney Todd much run.
Oh, bless him, he had to buy them online because in any shop, the large and extra large just wouldn't through his hand.
These are extra large, thank you.
Oh.
Sorry, no. Shut your water.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Wouldn't care, I've literally just cleaned this out as well, you know. There we go.
So, before you start talking about Eldar, we sat today and worked out my full Sylvaneth army.
Yep.
Basically, I've run it 2 different ways. One is the Gnarl route and the House Battalion.
Yeah.
And then one, the Guardians of Alariel. So we decided to start a little game up with the Gnarl route and add everything in. So it's like every single thing in the army. Got it all set out, wrote it all down, and I cannot wait to play it, but it's too late.
Probably could have managed, but we're both up early in the morning.
But the way I've got it, in me 2,500 points.
James Martin says, how long till they're ready? They've been ready for what, 3 weeks?
They are ready, hang on. Basically, in my 2,500 point list, I can cast 10 spells per turn and 3 spell 10. Do you want to try and explain why I put it forward?
No, but yeah, they're ready. They went up on Facebook 2 weeks back. We were contemplating starting to film battle report tonight, but decided it was a little bit too late to start. So decided against it.
Right. I don't know if you can see them.
I'm going to put OBS on so you can see the live stream. There.
Yeah, it's really bad. But
Harry gets more painting done in one live stream than I do in a year.
we're going to maybe next weekend do the first Sylvaneth game.
The Gibsons, there's Ant Gibson. Hello mate, hope you're well.
Do you know him?
Yeah, you just asked earlier who's that
yeah.
Thingy Gibson who commented.
Hello.
So yeah, we've had a really productive weekend. We got all the... I got 3 forests done for Lucy. I got the rest of the Primaris done. I've getting Lucy's Balewind done, a branch Wraith, and all the Primaris. And you're nearly done with the mausoleum.
I'm putting loads of detail in because why not?
Don't forget we made the profile pic on the Facebook page. Yep, the Sylvanas group put Lucy's models as their banner.
Couldn't believe that.
So she was over the moon with that.
And even you were a bit shocked as well.
Yeah.
The thing is, he just literally joined that group, posted the picture, and within a few minutes, it was the banner.
We've got Craig. Good evening, guys. Evening, Craig. And says I made. Hope yous are really good. Yeah, we're good. And Walk Holly.
Following your channel for a while now. You are a real inspiration.
Thank you very much.
Yes, he is. Inspiration. Spend money on.
I'll have to give you a follow on Facebook. Only following here and Instagram. I'm pretty sure I put them on Instagram as well, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. I only put on Instagram when I actually remember.
I just cannot get away with using Instagram.
It's Facebook with pictures. That's it.
I tried it once and I've tried Twitter and I just couldn't get away with them, so I just don't use them.
I can't Twitter, I've tried.
You should give it a filter to take control. Oh no, full control of social media. That could be scary.
Yeah, Phil made a surprise appearance the other night on the live stream. But yeah, we've had a very productive hobby weekend, haven't we?
Really?
Got loads and loads done, and obviously I'm going to get this eldar terrain finished. I've got some, you know, the little glass gems that you normally buy for like magic or whatever it is. Well, you don't, but everyone else will. I've got some blue ones and some green ones I bought from B&M, along with some candlesticks from the eldar. I say candlesticks, it's for giant towers basically. And if you know my eldar, you'll know that my soul gems are blue and green. So of course the terrain wouldn't be complete without blue and green soul gems, would it, Lucy?
No. Hang on, no. The Gibsons.
Yeah.
And you've got a L'Oreal and it's in its box in the loft. No, that does not count. Get it out and get it made. She is the most amazing ever queen ever. And yes, that does mean I will be buying her.
Will says he'll take control of Harry's social media. Will, if that is something that you want to do, mate, drop us a message in the chat that we're in. I'll sort you out with some of it.
Got my boys in loincloths back. Lots of beers.
Crude. He's just getting loads of crude back. There's loads of crude in there if you want to do them for me.
I've tried doing them once, didn't I?
I don't think so.
Oh no, they were in a box of a load of stuff he gave us to paint over the week when I was at home. I think I did half of the stuff in the box, but not them. Any more surprises coming to the channel then?
No. Oh, the Yavara's based. The Tower Yavara. And the Tide Wall. They won't take as long to do once I get them done, but obviously Eldar and Death Watch for Will have priority.
Yeah. I've been painting some the Eldar that I've been doing for you.
Oh yeah, Lucy's halfway through a squad of 8 Dire Avengers for me.
He basically just picks a handful of models up every weekend, packs them up clothes and says paint them at home.
Reese Routledge been looking for the chat box for 5 minutes. Lol. I presume you're watching on your phone then, Reese.
Hello, Reese.
Fully painted Death Watch Army Lucy. That's the next surprise. Yep, that is.
Yep. We were talking, actually, that's what we should talk about. Another army you first got when I first met him was Gene Stealer.
The Gene Stealer cult.
Yeah, and he's only getting like what 2,000 points painted or something.
Oh, not even that.
And he's kind of lost interest in it, but
I love the models, right? The problem is the models are so beautiful. They take so long to paint for like an 8-point modeling game that just gets shut down straight away.
Yeah, but I barely heard a thing about them in 8.
They're not very good.
I don't know.
No. The points are way out of sync for what they should be for the rest of the stuff. They're not good enough. They need more punch.
Oh, thank you, Aunt. I couldn't believe it. I was
well done on 3rd place
yeah.
with Dogs of War. Yeah, she did awesome. Technically, it was me and you fighting on different tables for 3rd and 4th place, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think because I really, my first game, I felt so bad. I've played against Stormcast, and I just.
You knew exactly what Phil was going to do, and you knew exactly how to take him apart.
No, but I felt so guilty for beating Stormcast with Stormcast because Stormcast are my babies. And I shouldn't have hurt Stormcast, I should have just surrendered the game. No, but when it was the awards, I honestly had no idea I was even going to play it. So here was me.
I don't think many people really knew because there was about, what, 8 people, I think,
tied for 4th.
Had 2 wins.
Yeah. So I'd, while Conrad was speaking, like saying thank you for coming and everything, and thingy best painted and that, he's me interrupting by getting a chair to sit down and everything. And then he's like, Lucy.
3rd place, Lucy.
So it was really good. It was interesting because one of my second game was against a strong Nurgle army of
Paul Scott.
It was interesting to talk with because he used to work at GWHQ. And I can't go into what some of the stuff he was saying, little cheats, but yeah, it was really interesting. I prefer AOS, definitely, James.
Yeah, Lucy's the one that essentially brought AOS to the channel because it wouldn't be there if it wasn't for her. So you can thank her for that. I prefer 40k.
No.
Craig says, I second what Mr. Gibson said. I had a fun game versus Nurgle using my Pestilence. None of my stuff works against Nurgle because Pestilence are Skaven that worship Nurgle. Or not worship, but they are something to do with Nurgle anyway.
Yeah.
So basically, all of his stuff affects like non-Nurgle units.
Yeah, it was a really long day. I think I ended up taking, I'm supposed to take like X amount of tramadol during the day. That day I think I took about 5 more sets or something like that. So it was rough.
Yeah. It was better for you because the day was so spread out. Like you got enough time to have a breakfast bun and stuff on the morning, and then you got your dinner, and it was about an hour and a half.
Yeah, nice.
Between game 2 and 3, so it was long enough for Lucy to kind of recover and recuperate between games, as opposed to just having like a 20-minute break and then going straight into the 3rd game.
And I finally got to meet Conrad's missus. She was lovely.
Yep. Sarah does loads of drawing and painting and stuff, but I don't know exactly what it is, but I'll probably get it wrong for not knowing it. Reese, I've got 3 start of my Gobbo army. I've got the start of my Gobbo army now. I'm going to finish this kill tank and crack on with them. You need to build the giant flying death fortress for the campaign that we've got planned.
Is that the Arnie and...
Yeah, the Orc Spendables. I'm going to start and go down the more narrative campaign route, or narrative mission route with the battle reports, because I want to do something different to other channels. But at the minute I'm really struggling for ideas, which is where I fall down, because I don't really read any of the fluff. And I should, but I don't. So I've got no idea. So if anyone has any suggestions, obviously we've got the Demon versus Deathwatch one coming up when I get the Deathwatch done. We've got Orc Spendables when Reese pulls his finger out and Reese says buy it and I'll lock up. No, you said you were going to buy it. So that's coming. But I need something else. So if anyone has any ideas or what they would like to see for a narrative campaign, and by narrative I mean obviously you are going to have voice acting and non-linear missions and stuff like that. Let's have a look. With your con, have you considered summons? Might have to sacrifice a group for the summoner, but you drop quick and you can get pretty. Nah, never really considered it. I'm not.
You were already quite quick anyway with the way you run.
The way I run my con, I'm very, very fast, yeah. And I probably put way too much weight in there.
So what's everyone working on tonight then? Oh, someone else has just started down the Sigmar path. Is Steve?
Yeah, Steve Dunn's just started. He's getting some syrup on. Aristel, hey lads, hope to see you, Dark Artisan, playing Craft World of your choice when the new codex will arrive. Absolutely, I'm working on some Craft World terrain right now. So you will be seeing. Unfortunately, there's no rules for Altenzargo, which is a bit of a disappointment. Craig says, I'm sat with my son, waiting to fall asleep. Just based on my 5 Crusader Marine Scouts. And the vid's going up. Nice one.
Oh, the new Eldar codex, will that have just Eldar or Dark Eldar as well?
Just Eldar. Awesome, I play Ultimate have around 4,000 points. Nice one. Just putting some weathering powder on a new Chimera, the new Guard Codex is ace. Yeah, the only guard I've got is the Guard Allies for the Jinx Dealer cult. I've got a couple of Russ, a few Guardsmen, some Chimera, some Sentinels, just basic stuff, but I've got some. Yeah, that's all I'm doing to it is brown on the bottoms, white on the edges. Just so that it's not as flat. I don't know if you guys can actually tell the white from there. The guy refuses to relax and go to sleep. 5 AM Monday morning was another hour of work, then home to either sleep or paint my Lord of Change. Nice one. Lord of Change, Lucy doesn't like them, do you?
No. I might actually like them a bit better now. I can cast some dispel some of them. It's just the few times I've played Zinch, it's just like the first hour if the Zinches play a turn, it's like just constant spells, and it's like Stormcast when you can't try and at least dispel, you can do nothing, you just sit there. It's like kind of boring. It's like, right, you think he's about to do something else and it's like, oh, another spell, another spell, another spell, another spell. So then that's like, that had no at all effect on my, I've got so many spells in my Sylvanas. That was just pure coincidence. Anyway. I'm basing 24 crews, 2 crew officers, 12 crew accountants. That's a lot of crews.
How much do we think the new Super Heavy Primaris battle tank is going to be? Cost-wise, probably about 250. I'm hoping to have a bit of a crack at my Pestilence. Still loads left to do on them. Your army's looking really nice, so Craig, you're getting quite a big force in what feels like a short time. I would love to give you guys a game. I'm still learning. I only had 2 games so far with them. Nice.
Yeah,
you'll get there.
A bit farther up, James. Although two very close friends live in Australia, one in Melbourne and one in Sydney. So when I finally get ready to visit them, we'll have a game.
I'm starting my Death Watch army tonight. Jay, is it mine, Will? I wish. Here, so I'll send you my models if you want to paint them. I'm not joking.
I have one of these. It's snapped off.
Don't worry about it.
Do you know what? Is there terrain rules in 40k like it is in Sigma?
No, not quite. There's no like damn terrain and spiring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, there's none of that.
No, that's the case.
2k list, it's prime black, shouldn't be hard. My 2k list is also prime black, and all of the silver of the left arms is done.
Is it just like you've got more interesting stuff to do, or you can't be bothered?
There were more interesting stuff. I really want to do them because I love the way they play. Or in theory, I love the way they play. But I constantly feel like, oh, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that.
And that's your problem.
It is.
Put yourself under too much pressure. And kaboom!
I do. I put myself under too much pressure and think, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that. I don't need to, I want to. But it's hard to differentiate that with me.
So, what are you hoping for with this new codex for the eldar?
Eldar codex. I think Wraith Constructs will get feel no pain for Iandon. Can't you beat him with a stick till he finishes them, Lucy?
That's a good idea.
Please don't. I think Simhan will be don't suffer the penalty to shooting with bikes and hover tanks if they move or advance. I think that'll be what they get.
Will the Harlequins be there?
No.
So are they going to go seen as...
In their own separate book, apparently.
Really?
Well, I don't know, because rumours are that Harlequins can't be Yanari anymore. And apparently the Yanari rules are getting updated and put in the triumvirate box. But then it's like, are the Yanari going to have warlord traits and everything in that box?
So basically, if you want to, unless you want to get them online, you have to buy the box to get them.
Will says he's donating money for the stick. That sounds about right for Simhan, according to Craig. I wonder what they're going to do, because obviously they put in the community article that the Yanari Triumvirate will get repackaged with new rules, with their rules, right? But are they going to have six-sided powers, and are they going to have warlord traits and stratagems in there?
You send in the money, right? If you send in the money, then you can even choose what implement I'll use to beat them. I'll send you a list.
Please don't.
Hang on, is that Will? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Right, do I actually know him in real life?
No.
Okay.
Citronum of Iandon, if I'm right, it can be cast on a Wraith Knight too, so that's going to be really awesome to double his attacks in the fight phase. Absolutely. It's going to be brutal.
What change do you want to have in a binky?
He'll go with the sword. Go back to his old sword and then fail all of his hits, probably.
But they were super hard in 7th and we've gotten a bit bad in 8th. Do you think they'll go?
I think they're over-costed in 8th. They're not bad. Just like at 400 odd points, it's expensive.
Has that a rules change?
Well, yeah, because it's totally different.
Would it be worth that point in 7 considering how good they were?
If they'd been a little bit less than that in 7th, they'd have been spot on. Reese Law, Eldar, please assault me. Just because you'll kill them with weight of dice, Reese.
Oh, yeah, it's just clicked. Reese is an off player.
He is, yeah.
I've got like a little obsession with like handfuls of dice. I don't know why. Don't know why.
Just wait till you get to roll all of your attacks for them dryads.
Oh no, 2 units of 30.
Still, Reese has units of 30 boys with 5 attacks each.
Jesus. Have you actually played Reese yet?
Nope. There's 2 chicken equals out all the time.
Oh. Necron codex.
Necron codex, I want stratagems to fit my army, yeah.
You've only had yours 8 once since 8th, haven't you?
No, I've not like 3 or 4 times.
Oh. You find them better than I was overpowered?
Yes, they're still good, but I don't think they're broke.
Yeah. 120 dice, so that must be so fun.
Alright, so there's 1 out of 4 of them pillars done. I think what I'll do is I'll do a big one, followed by a small one.
Like 11 quid or something, they're really canny them.
Yeah, this terrain is from TT Combat, and I think Lucy paid, what, £12 for 2 of the big things, 3 walkways and 3 sets of steps, and I think 4 of these were like a £5. Will says all sorted, Lucy, check PayPal. Will making a donation for Lucy to buy an actual stick. So, Will, thank you very much for the donation. Of course, it will go to the channel. There's a broom handle over there somewhere that I've just swept the room up with today that Lucy can hit me with. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do with that, Will. So thank you very much for the donation, of course. If anyone would like to support the channel, you can support us on Patreon for 1 week early access to battle reports. Or you can make donations to PayPal to the Dark Artisan 40k at gmail.com. We'll order some of that purple lichen that we've seen on eBay. When we were looking last night, we saw some purple lichen. We'll order some of that.
Oh, yes.
For your Sylvanas.
Yay.
So thank you very much for that, Will. Greatly appreciated.
Very much so.
Necron's Elite, a special Tesla. I've seen some candlesticks in the background. That will do.
Oh, the ones you got from...
Oh, right, yeah. Are they behind us?
No. I think you still got...
It must be off the photo that I sent you, Will.
I'm not first. I'll send you the pictures after it's done.
10 immortal shooting 20 times, getting 33 wounds on your hordes. Yeah, especially if you use Wave of Command and then use a Stalker to reroll the ones. So you're doing 2 hits on a 5. 2 additional hits on a 5, sorry.
It's one of the reasons like I started playing these Dark Eldar and units of witches. 4 attacks each. So yes. All the dice. That's something I haven't played for a while, 40k.
No, we need to do that next weekend, as well as Age of Sigmar.
But is there any rumours for the Dark Eldar codex?
Not yet.
I have a question because in our gaming club, some lads argued that the fortune power doesn't help against more wounds, does it?
What does the Fortune Psychic Power say?
Is that is that a Necron one?
No, Necrons don't have Psychers, it's Eldar.
I just thought in 40k Smite you can cast it more than once, can't you?
You
But
can.
different caster though.
Yes. Has to be a different caster.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing what the witch cults get. Absolutely. Be interesting how they do the Dark Eldar. We were discussing this the other day because, like, the guard regiments, obviously it's all guard, it's still all the same. Craft worlds are all the same, chapters are all the same. But then you get to Dark Eldar and you've got the Cabals, which are the warriors and the nobility of the Dark Eldar. You've then got the witch cults and then you've got the flesh courts. Are they going to have 3 of each one? Interesting.
That's why it's taking so long to get it out.
Probably.
But until you're on excited phase, whenever that unit suffers a wound, roll a d6 on 5+, the wound is ignored.
Yes, it does work against mortal wounds because it's still a wound. It's exactly the same as the Warlord trait, Tenacious Survivor. And Disgusting Resilience for Death Guard and Nurgle. So yes, it would work.
We get Catans though. What's that?
You did one for us, another big gold guy, and then the big glowy death looking guy.
What for?
For Necrons. There's one that's white and blue as well that goes on the top of the obelisk.
Oh yeah. I like
they're
doing
Catans, they're basically shards of a god.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you were right, it appears. I would have said that, yeah, because it's still a wound at the end of the day. Doesn't matter how it was inflicted.
Yep.
I read something, like yesterday, the day before, in one of the Sigmar pages, a bloke was asking a question about a rule. He read it one way. I can't remember exactly what it is or anything. Basically, he read a rule and he was playing it the way he read it, which, by the way, was right. But the people who we played against kept saying, no, you can't use it. It's not worded right. But it was, the way we played it right, but it was quite a brutal thing. I can't remember, it was like D6 mortal wounds. I'd say it was like only if you charge or do something. And then I'm glad everyone, like all the comments were saying, like, yeah, you are right, they're just afraid of it, so that's why they're trying to stop you using it.
The one that always comes up, neither of us have thankfully come across it yet. It's called Curse of Years, I think Nagash does it.
Mm.
And what you do is you roll, it's either 10 or 12 dice, right, once you get the spell off.
Right.
And for each 6, the unit that you targeted suffers a mortal wound.
Right.
Each 6 that you roll those dice again. And on 5+, you suffer another mortal wound.
Oh.
And then you roll the 5s again, needing a 4.
Wow.
Then a 3, then a 2, and then a 1. And loads of people argue that a 1 always fails. No, it's a hit, it's a wound, or an armor save of a 1 is always a fail. So basically, when you get to, if you roll a 2, if you manage to get that power down to a 2 and then re-roll it again, basically your model is instantly slain because it then suffers an infinite amount of mortal wounds.
Ouch.
But getting it off is hard anyway. And then you've got to roll enough 6s so that you can then roll enough 5s, 4s, 3s, 2s, and then get down to 1. The chance of it actually happening, I think Graham made an actual online Excel calculator, and you could just roll your 10 dice and it would tell you how many you got. I still remember the back when Lucy won with the Dark Eldar against the Eldar Craftbots. I bet Lucy can't wait to get her hands on the Dark Eldar codex. No. You've only played Dark Eldar, what, 3 or 4 times?
Yeah.
Lucy much prefers Sigmar, but when she does play 40k, she loves the Harlequins, but the issue with the Harlequins is because she doesn't play them enough, it's hard to remember who's got what in the stats for all the weapons, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas the Dark Eldar, it's a lot easier to keep track of because mostly it's splinter weaponry or lancers. So
And the models are easy to differentiate. Like, I can definitely tell the difference between
a Dark Artisan and a Splinter Rifle.
Or a unit of witches and a unit of warriors.
Yeah.
The
The
Harlequins are all the same, the troops.
Yeah.
So, plus I'm just not used to like...
Your attack characteristic being how many attacks you can come out, you're used to the stat lines from Age of Sigmar, aren't you?
Yeah, plus like the spells, psychic fear, sorry, and I haven't had time to sit down and really work out a decent
Dark Eldar list.
No, Quins, like how to properly play them.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, I mean, I played them against Mikey a couple of weeks ago when the lads from Hellstorm were up. And basically, I shouldn't have done it because it just did not make it. He wanted to record it and make the battle report. But my way of playing the Quins at the time was just drop them on the table and have a bit of fun watching them get blown up. That's what I did, and that's what happened. And yeah, it didn't make a good report because he just like wiped the floor with his.
The thing with Harlequins, I discovered in no retreat, you've got to know how to play them well. You can't just... They're very unforgiving when you play them. So if you make a mistake or if you lose a couple of models, it really hurts you.
Zinch can steal a spell.
Yeah, apparently they can just take.
Well, I've played against Nagash once. In
Sigmar.
In Sigmar, yeah. Me and a bloke called Kieran. I'm going to play a game, and because for some reason my entire army was split. Like half was in one box, half was in the other. So I took both boxes and had everything I had, and he brought Nagash just to sit and paint him. He was based and built. He brought him to sit and paint after a game because he was waiting for someone else. And I just said, get that in the game. If I had enough points, I wanted to play against him. I said, have you actually played him? He's like, no. I said, if you want to, pull him in, we'll play. And he made a huge mistake. I can't remember what, but basically he got stuck in combat against Miss on Draco, a unit of Retributors, and my Dracovian Guard, and he just couldn't get out, and he died. I think he managed to get one spell off, and it was something like he got a dice in each hand, or one dice in a hand, and hid each hand, and I had to pick. If I picked which one where the dice was, or wasn't, whatever, then the spell went off, and I picked the right one I needed for the spell, not the ball. Anyway. Yeah, he's come down in price, hasn't he?
Reese says, do you fancy a game of 40k? You should have no problems. I'm ox with crap.
Of course, I'll play you, yeah.
Mate, I would avoid playing her. She's brutal. You should see what she did to poor Phil down at the Age of Sigmar tournament.
Right, it was Phil's like third ever game. And
it wasn't Phil's third ever game. I played it twice.
With Sigmar?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I played Phil last year, and then at Christmas he was in that free-for-all that we played.
Yeah, but we didn't have Sigmar.
Stormcasting ring.
Yeah. No, Phil, what happened in the first game?
There was a giant piece of terrain.
And he deployed most of his army in the corner.
Behind it.
And first turn, he went first. He basically moved his Star Drift, so it was blocking the one exit from behind this piece of terrain. I dropped a 10-man unit, I sonic through the storm, 10-man unit of Liberators in front, and I made the 9-inch charge. So his Star Drake was stuck and nothing could get past him. So for the rest of the game, because my Liberators managed to hold up a couple of turns, So the rest of the game, basically, his army was like sitting ducks for to be shot at.
And you had long strike actors and judicators.
I did. To be fair, so did he. Our lists were very similar. I didn't have Star Drake though. We both had 2 units of Raptors, 2 units of Judicators. He had Decimators while I had Retributors.
And then you played Graham in the final, and Graham didn't like when Lucy went, oh, he's my 10-man unit of Retributors. 4d3 mortal wounds with a Star Soulmacers.
No, it was I had a unit of 10 Retributors with 4 Star Soulmacers. And he went first. Luckily for me, he had no shooting, and we were playing, what was the mission?
Battle for the Past, so Border War.
And he ran forward, got the 2 main objectives, middle objectives, and I had Helder, so my unit of Retributors, 41 and charge. And yeah, 4d3 mortal wound dice.
The thing is, Slanesh is all about the debuffs, which are -1 to hit that unit, -1 to hit them again if there's a fiend within range. So Graham was like, alright, you're -2 to hit the Lucy, so I do an automatic 4d3 mortal wounds.
And I had Celestant on foot as my general right behind him, so there was a +1 to hit. He was not happy. So what you're saying is I should bring the PM.
Not for 40k because she's not as familiar with the rules. So you tend to kind of repeat units, don't you, so that it's easier for her to play until she gets more used to them.
What do you use to make your Eldar terrain?
Who's asking that? Where's the question?
Astral, what kind of material do you use to make your Eldar terrain?
This is all MDF terrain from TT Combat, so if you go and check out the website, it's all on there. I played on it when I went down to the NWO in August down at War Games, and I fell in love with it, so Lucy bought me some, and then I bought a little bit more.
I don't, have I actually faced Ops before?
No.
Oh, that'll be fun then, Reese.
40k wise, the only people that you played that aren't me is...
No, I mean Sigma.
Oh, Reese on about 40k.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Reese hasn't got a Sigma army yet.
I thought you got one.
No, he's going to start scaring.
Ah. Well, yeah, I'll play you at 40k.
As long as you're gentle with her about the rules, like I said, she's not that familiar with them.
Yeah, and you don't mind just like having me little book with. I've basically got a book with all my stats for everything and what things can do, and I'll just keep going back and looking at that. Goblins. I'm sort of talking that.
I'm not running out of white. I have to order some more white.
Oh, that's what's going to be coming to the channel soon as well, a new game.
Yes, so let us know if you want battle reports of this or whether or not you'd be interested.
In zombie side.
Specifically Black Plague. Lucy's decided that we played it last year with Tom, and you really liked it, didn't you?
I loved it, yeah. It was so funny. Obviously, Tom's played it before.
And I'm out of white.
Tom's played it before, and how he was super quick with the rules, picked it up like that. Halfway through the game, Harry decided to bugger off and leave me and Tom stuck behind a load of zombies. But anyway, coming to the end, they were like, there's no way we can win this. We've lost. Me, well, we do that, and that. We win that, do this. We won. Did it all. Yep, we won. I saved the day.
There's a question there for you.
Lucy, it's Becky on to the half. What do you think of me from Blackwater? I like to play with some Stormcaster on something, and I love general with her. I love her. When the Blight Wars came out, I was playing a game the next day.
Yeah.
I got her painted on the Saturday, built and painted, and she was awesome.
Can't remember what she does now, but she only used it that once, haven't you?
I know, because I don't play very often, and the games I've had since then have been army specific, like oh, I know what I mean, I can't describe it. I didn't get a player. She gets 7 shots, and she's got, if she's within a certain range of someone using the astral compass, she can move with it.
Can she?
Yeah.
She generates extra attacks on a 6 to hit as well, doesn't she?
Something like that, yes.
And if you combine that with Celestant,
yep.
You generate an extra attacks on a 5.
Yep.
And then if you damn it, you generate an extra attacks on 4s when you hit.
Yeah. I absolutely love her, and she will probably start becoming a permanent feature. But at the minute, I'm still in love with Eldar.
Oh, good God, he's horrible. I hate him.
It was actually at the tournament against Phil, when I was the Stormcast player, and I was like, right, I blew up this huge piece of terrain that he'd surrounded.
When you say it's huge, it was about 15 inches wide.
It was. He was like, so, and he had loads of his army surrounding it, and I wore like a 6 for the D6 inches, and he was like, right, so does this bit of terrain get moved now? Took off the ball. I was like, no, and he didn't move his army. He kept it all around. So I was like, right, I'm just going to blow that up again. No, but yeah, I really do love Neve. And I'm going to start looking online for when the female liberator. See if anyone's see if anyone's selling just.
See, I offered to get Shadespire, and you're like, nope, not interested in it.
There's no point in getting.
Loads of people said it's a really good game to play.
I barely get to play Sigmar, so I'm not going to buy like you pay all that money for something that.
It's not even that much, and it's apparently quite quick to play. It's about a 20-minute game.
Look how many board games you've got. Most of them never seen the light of day.
I haven't got that many.
At least 5.
Space Hulk.
Overwatch. Armageddon. That one on the bottom. Death Watch. Bands of Commonwealth.
Hang on, we've got Overkill, Space Hulk, Shadow Wars, Gore Chosen, and Gangs of Commonwealth.
No, Armageddon.
Armageddon is Shadow War?
And there's another one in there.
Where?
In that cupboard.
Is there? Which one?
I don't know, but there's definitely.
It's not Warhammer one.
I'm sure you had another game.
I used to have Blood Bowl, but I sold it because I didn't play it.
But we've never played one of them.
Yes, we have. Well, we haven't, but I played Gangs with Phil. I played Space Hulk with Tom.
Anyway.
The only reason she would buy Shadespire is because of the female Stormcast.
Yeah. But I'm sure someone will start selling them.
They reckon Shadespire is super tactical. No such thing as 2 hard board games. They're always a solid investment. If you get the female Stormcast, she is coupled really well with the Vanguard Grim Riders. Don't know their name. The Paladors.
Mystery bases. He made some. Like he bought us an extra box of a few of the Vanguards, and it was an extra box of Paladins. So he made us the bases. Did the bases for them, and they've just disappeared.
Yeah, but I did them all. So like all the grey gravel and everything that Lucy has, and just they've gone. They've totally gone Mortys.
So if anyone does get Shadespire, let us know, please. Message about the female.
What if they want rid of it?
What she's like in that? Is it just literally one liberator?
It's just literally one liberator.
Oh.
It's not a hero. I don't think you can use them in in Sigmar beyond her being a liberator, but the 2 primes have a grand hammer and a grand blade, and they're a lot nicer than the normal primes. So on that note, I'm also done. I've run out of white airbrush paint. So when I pre-order the Eldar Codex from Martin, please remind me to order some white airbrush paint.
You need to sit and sort all your paints out and figure out what else you need.
Well, airbrush-wise, I only need white.
No, because look at it there the other day. You were saying you didn't realise how many you were on.
Oh, on my actual GW paints, yeah. I got a load when I went to the GW as well, but I think it was still 2 or 3 that I needed more of.
I love that female model you've just gotten.
Me?
Greyfax, is it?
Oh, Inquisitor Greyfax. Yeah, I managed to pick up the Greyfax off Ian for a tenner. So, loving that.
Yeah.
So, I'll clean that out later, but for now, I'll stuff that with tissue to absorb the white. I'm really sorry there's going to be a loud hiss from the compressor. There we go. Oh.
You're going to start now, I think. It's also, Becky, it's really awesome to speak to other female gamers. So, hi.
You never met her. I met her at Norwich. We put a Colonel's wife, Curry. She's really nice. And she's just getting a job on Warhammer TV.
Really?
They're moving up from London. Colonel and his wife, so Colonel may not be on Tabletop Tactics as much as what he used to be anymore. But yeah, they're moving from London up to Nottingham because of her change in job.
Wow.
So, hope it works out for her.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The plan...
Yeah.
Sorry. I got some blue gems. And I've got some green ones as well. Is to glue these onto the Eldar terrain in much the same way that I do the gems on the actual Eldar vehicles, which I'll have to look at because I can't remember which way around I do them. So if you look at blue is on this side. She says, same lovely to meet you.
Yay!
I don't even think you guys are that far from us, are you? Oh, something that Lucy was really, really over the moon with as well. She posted in the Stormcast Eternal page a couple of pictures of Conrad took from the tournament. And someone commented saying, unless I'm mistaken badly here, aren't you the girl that plays on the Dark Artisan YouTube channel? And she was like, yes, that's me!
Yay! Yeah. So
they're just down in Borough.
No way?
Yep.
I would have to go again.
Yeah, it would be really nice to come down, actually. I know loads of people in Borough, like Will Metal Madness, who's in the group chat now. He's from Borough. And I've been saying to Will for ages, I need to come down for a game, Will. I need to come down for a game. And just, we never tend to end up near Borough, do we? We always end up going north or inland to Durham and Newcastle.
We should, is there any gaming clubs you go to down there?
I used to go to a place called War Games years ago down in Middlesbrough, but it closed, which is a shame. It was like Battle Bunker, but not quite as good. But shop-wise, Brian used to have a lot of other different stuff. So he had like, you know, Bolt Action and War Machine and stuff. He used to sell a lot of that. Any Tau players you rent Fire Warriors with carbines are worth it, apart from rushing objectives. They are clubs, but we mostly just play at home. Yeah, I play from home, obviously. I do like going to the clubs and battle bunker and stuff, but if I want a high quality battle report, like with panning shots and loads of stuff like that, then I've got to play at home because time, noise, camera, electrical comfort, yeah, especially for Lucy, because if she needs to go to the toilet or needs to stop playing halfway through for whatever reason. And I've just then, right, tried to cut a load of the old super glue off and succeeded in cutting a hole in the side rather than in the top.
It's clever. So are you actually going to talk about the codex now that I've shot?
Well, we did talk about it at the beginning briefly, but I don't know what else to say. Because they only released one tiny bit of information about one codex.
Ah.
But all this week they'll probably be doing whatever it's called, previews of artifacts and stuff like that. Warcorgi says, I find playing home is the only good way to record a battle report as well. If you want a top-notch quality one, yes. If you don't mind just going for a friendly game and kind of record end-of-phase stuff, then clubs is fine. And I like going to clubs because you get to meet a lot of cool people as well.
I still can't believe the other week we went to Durham. The bloke you were playing, how many times he's been in Red
Dwarf.
Yeah, for his painting.
Yeah, Jez Andrews. I played him when we beat Claws versus these Wanderers. And honestly, his stuff was beautifully painted. Also, I serve Baileys at my house, makes gaming that much more interesting.
Nice.
And said if he ever gets his DIY jobs done in the house, you're always welcome to come out for a game. That would be awesome. So thank you very much. You're always welcome up here as well. Because my hobby room is basically a segregated part of the house, so anything hobby related tends to be stuck in there. Apart from if we've been out all day or we've been at a club, I tend to dump it in the sitting room.
And stuff for a few days.
Till the next weekend, till Lucy puts it on the stairs for us to carry up.
Yeah. Which he walks past 5-6 times before he finally gets the hint.
Yeah.
Not that I'm nagging.
What strategies do you think your army going to get or like to see? Do you mean for Eldar? I don't know. I would like to see a psychic one. For is it Ulthware? I think Guardians. Ulthware should have something to do with the Black Guardians. Bailey's in a coffee is lovely, Aunt says.
Oh,
or Becky rather.
I'm absolutely devastated. I fell in love from Costa, the double chocolate chip Frostini, or Frappuccino basically. And yesterday we went out shopping and he stopped and ran in for us and stopped doing them. And then last night I was unwell.
Yeah, you really didn't feel well at all. And I was like, how? We'll go for a drive, we'll get some fresh air and just...
We ended up all the way through South Shields to go as a Starbucks because it was the only one open.
Drive-through one as well, wasn't it?
Drive-through. It was absolutely gosh. You know when you really fancy something, but it's that much, and it tastes so much better than you even could dream. Oh, I want another one. And then he took us this morning for one at Dalton Park. Bless him. He's a good one.
And I don't even like coffee.
I know. But yesterday, when he got back in the car from being in Costa, I swear he smelled so good.
Just because of the smell of coffee?
I have a small obsession with coffee.
I know.
Hey, you've got plastic crack, I've got coffee crack.
Hey, you like plastic as much as me?
As much? Really?
Yes.
Do you want to rephrase that?
No.
How many armies?
15.
To 2.
So yeah, I'm sticking gems on these now to reflect the soul gems from my Eldar models. And the Dark Eldar models as well.
Oh, that's what we need to ask people.
What?
What glitter they prefer. Me Stormcast or me Skullfanner. No, I'm joking. I am having glitter on my Sylvanas.
She insists that she is spraying them with a hairspray glitter.
Yeah.
I don't think she should. Careful.
Have you stopped just moving?
No, you hit the chair. Oh, the wheels are on the cable. That's why.
We put that or be thingy on. Right.
Yep. She covered the trees in glitter.
Isn't that so pretty?
No.
It looks really dull, actually. Do you think, like,
no.
In the picture and the film?
It's probably just because of the reflection of the light.
And it doesn't fall
It's because it's behind, the light's behind it, that's why, so it's basically silhouette.
£1 in your local craft shop. And I'm going to spray just really light spray all over. Thank you, Metal Madness.
Your army lets you do what you want with it. She's going to do it anyway, so...
It's not going to be loads, it's going to be a light coat, lighter than what you've done on these trees.
The only reason I'm like this is because I painted the whole army. That's all. What?
Steve has just got Stephen Dunn not getting open until Christmas.
He's bought a Star Collecting box.
Another one, yeah.
Will say spray my face with the glitter as well.
I don't need to.
No, it gets covered all the time anyway.
Yeah. When he sprayed the trees, he came back over and his face was just... Oh, he looked at...
I have a question anyway. One gem just at the top, or should I do one at the bottom as well?
Bottom as well.
Obviously, green's going on the opposite side, so where you see the blue one, the green one's going to go on the opposite side.
Will you pass the gold, please?
What, the dark gold?
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you want me to share it?
Yeah. Bottom as well, top.
Bottom as well.
Right. Yeah, I've gotten quite a bit done with these mausoleums this weekend. We're quite proud of them. I know they're just scenery and most people don't really put loads of detail in. I don't know, I kind of like it.
The one that I couldn't put all the detail on was the Armageddon terrain. But I did enjoy doing the Armageddon terrain. Are there smaller ones for the bottom? No, I've only got the same size, unfortunately. One giant bag of blue and then green.
All these little ones kicking around, haven't you?
Not small, I know, they're all the same.
I'd paint some little ones. Did you paint some rocks?
Could do.
That's a bit too much, don't you think, for a bit of scenery?
Definitely.
Anyone got any new armies upcoming?
Bottom it is. I've got a new one.
Wait, what?
You
You've got another new army?
No.
Is that just to see my reaction?
Yes.
It's mean.
Blue for the sky, top green for the earth at the bottom. I would do that, Ant, but all my soul gems are blue on one side and green on the other rather than top and bottom. It's left and right. Furious George says, hello, Harry. Hope you're well. Thanks very much, friend. Hope you are too. I've got Lucy with me tonight instead of Phil. Not that there's anything wrong with Phil, of course.
Oh, hopefully I'm better.
Dark Eldar are my new army for 8th. Yeah, Dark Eldar are awesome.
Woohoo!
I don't even think I've played mine once in 8th, have I?
Yes, you did. You played against Liam. He stole all your craft well.
Yeah, if that kind of counts, because it was coven only.
Yeah, wait, it's his own fault, right? When I first met him, he showed us his army, and I fell in love. I'd never even heard of it. And he just showed us the models, and he says, which models do you like the most? And it was the Dark Eldar. And then he told us the little bit of backstory he knew of them, and I was like, I love them. But then he was like trying to explain the rules. Basically, it was like 7, 8 months. He tried to just do one little bit of rules.
AP.
It literally just went over my head so much I didn't even bother. And then I got into Sigmar. And then 8th was coming out and he told us a bit about them and I was like, yeah. And so and he went literally, which army you can start playing with any you want. So of course I was going to pick the one that I fell in love with. Wasn't I? And it just so happened to be Dark Eldar.
The best song in the world, no.
Okay.
Just so happened to be the best song in the world.
What's that?
Tenacious D tribute.
I've never seen it. Never seen it. I know everyone raves about it. I've got absolutely no interest.
The song Tribute was just a song that they made, whereas Pick Up Destiny, the film, wasn't the best. There was a few good songs on it.
Oh, we sat last night. Was it last night?
No, it was Friday.
Friday night and listened to a lot of old, like, early 90s, late 90s and early 2000s songs. And I was like, crap, these are nearly 20-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, they were awesome songs.
They were indeed. Maybe not the best in the world, but Witch Cult are definitely up there for the fastest. I would argue that Harlequins are faster because they actually are.
Yeah, but you've seen one of them.
Definitely one of the fastest.
Hang on. Which cult? I play them, but they're not that fast.
No, I think they move 7, the Witches, don't they? And Harlequins move 8. So Harlequins can disembark 11 inches, then run d6, then charge. Or the Bikers can move 22 inches and still charge.
I just love running my witches with Lilith.
Yeah, that she does.
I love the name Lilith. Lilith. What's her second name? I can't even say that.
Hesperax.
I was going to go into something for his Dark Eldar the other day because he hasn't got the actual model. Homunculus.
I've got a Homunculus.
Not the real model.
I have.
Alright, then I'm glad I didn't. Because I'm thinking of something else. Oh, bless me, Mum. She was asking about Christmas, what she could give him. And she went, isn't there another shop that sells Warhammer stuff? It's not the Games Workshop though. Which one is it? I was like, Forge World. She's like, yeah. Is there anything from there, Kevin?
No.
Bless her. If you had like an unlimited credit card though, and you were spending in Forge World, would your top first thing be that knight you haven't got?
A Knight of Trobbus? Probably.
Then what else?
I don't know, because I looked through the website the other day and I was just like, there's nothing that I want.
Anyone else got anything? Forge World that they would like? Barbie Girl is 20-year-old this year. Does that make it classic?
Oh my god, that's horrendously bad.
When that came out, I had cable TV. I think Sky was out, but it wasn't that popular. And when I seen the video, it was basically not very many of my friends had it. So it was basically trying to catch it on when it was on, so you could record it on video. You know, when you had like press record and everything, you know, rewind it and blah blah blah. To try to record the video to show people because they just didn't believe us what it was like. Oh god.
And then Warcall says they can move an additional 2 with the right combat drug. See, Lucy always takes the +1 attack because you like running them as blood brides for 3 attacks apiece and then +1 for the combat drug. And then hitting on 2s. Is it +1 to hit or reroll 1s because of Lilith?
Reroll 1.
So obviously when you're turn 3, you're hitting on 2s and rerolling 1s. Just weight of dice.
Yes, because like we've already discussed, I like a lot of dice.
Got Chaos Trolls would love the Death Corpse, but not an Oil Tycoon. Gargantuan Squigoth for me, Lucy. Well, is that the thing that I did a battle report with when I was in Gibraltar? Telling your mum and dad to be quiet because you're taping Sunday's top 40 off the radio.
Oh my god, yes! Oh.
Dread Saurian. Trying to paint in the colour scheme of my chameleon. Nice, Dread Saurians are nice models. Giant lizard that Liam wants.
Oh god, I forgot I used to do that.
And
I remember when CDs first became a thing, and if you paid an extra couple of quid for your CD, you actually got the video.
Ah, the special edition CD
Yes.
with a DVD with the video in it.
God, yes. Oh, them were the days. And who can remember just 5 TV channels?
I remember 4.
Yeah, I remember when Channel 5 came out. Now, God, when we TiVo box with Virgin, I can watch 4 things. No, we record 4 things and then watch a 5th.
How do you report when Liam gets his Dread Saurian? It's worth its own back rep. As soon as Liam's available for a game, mate, because whenever I try and catch him, he's working or whatever. And I know you've managed to catch him a few times, but yeah, I need a game with these Seraphon for the new Age of Sigmar because we haven't seen the new Seraphon battle traits and stuff yet. And remembers 4 channels as well.
I think that's one of the reasons I like when I was growing up, getting from school, you'd watch Home and Away and Neighbours while you had your tea, and then you were out and you weren't back until like time for bath and bed. Oh. I'm remembering all the TV shows now. I've just heard they're going to start remaking Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but they're doing it. The original was meant to be like a quite dark version. So have a fun of Brooklyn Sigma, my main army, my 15 guard, 2+ reroll and Bastillodon. Ian?
Residons and a Troglodon. All rerolling saves and wounds. That's horrible.
Yeah, it was awesome. We did a huge 4-way game. It was basically the 4 gods of chaos be my Stormcast, Liam's Seraphon,
And Callum's
elves and Sylvanas. And I can't remember what it was, but someone didn't know about the 2+ save rolling 1s against Liam, and they just got stuck in combat with him, and it was so funny.
The fact that they ignore Rend as well,
Yeah.
that's annoying.
I wonder if he's actually Liam's forgive me. Basically, our last game, like just me versus Liam. And Brookside, oh yes!
Oh god.
Oh. What was it? Oh yeah. I basically had Celestin and Dracoth with Castellan's +1 save and healing a wound on a 6++ save. And I forgot one turn that Castellan was dead, so my Celestin didn't get the +1 healing a wound until we're halfway through the round when we clicked. And that is never forgave us. I am sorry, it was a mistake. Anyway. Yes, Bookside. Yes, you just pretend to watch it if you didn't want to go to bed early. Yeah. And the other soaps.
Reese says it was 80 Temple Guard, yet Liam originally said it was like 15, so I think Reese is exaggerating again.
My first game of Sigma. Oh. Oh, was that when you borrowed the Skaven? Yeah, you'll have to get your sword and give you a game. I haven't really played much Skaven.
It's only Michael. I need to message Michael actually.
Yeah.
Been a while since we had a game with him. Reese says he's really not. Well, I've just messaged him in the group chat, so we'll see if you are proven wrong. And on that note, Lucy, I am done.
Yeah, I can tell you've gone very quiet.
I'm not quiet. I'm just saying I'm done with the eldar terrain.
Oh, I thought you meant you were finished with the stream because you're tired.
Well, I am, but
yeah.
Oh, you've still got some of the bases to do down there as well.
No? Oh, you're joking.
No.
Oh. Bollocks.
I wonder why you'd left these out.
Here's me thinking I'm almost finished, just a few highlights here and there.
It's only 6 bases, man. It won't take you long. Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm going to do the 2 green gems onto these ones. If he's finished, get that stick, Lucy. It's Death Watch time.
Right. Are you doing a stream tomorrow night when you go in?
Yes, it's Monday, so I'll probably be doing something because Mondays is Harry night. So I'll come in, I'll edit a battle report, and then I'll probably jump on live stream.
Right, then there you go. If he hasn't started them by then.
So I'm going to start them by tomorrow night. So what am I doing with the Eldar Warwalkers?
Alright, wait, you need them doing.
Well, I've got 2 weeks to do them. I've also got a long time to do the Death Watch.
Yeah, but they've already started, haven't they?
The Death Watch, yeah, but so is the Warwalkers because they're already purple and washed.
But you know, they're just washed and based thingied.
Yeah.
Your Death Watch, I've started doing the arms and that.
They've got half of a colour done on them.
I'm trying, Will, I promise you.
Also, something that we tried out today, the smoke machine.
Oh yeah. It stinks.
It does, but it's cool.
It is. It's really awesome. Who's gonna, when we do the intro to my first game with me Sylvaneth, they're gonna be like coming out with smoke in the woods. It's gonna be awesome.
Don't accept that, Lucy.
No, I will. I'll just keep nagging him till he starts it. And then...
Tell you what, then, Will, right? I'll start them and I'll paint them as long as Lucy is happy to stay there and I will paint them on stream.
You mean now?
Now. However, Will has to pick the models that I paint. Or, in general, you guys do. So, what have we got? We've got the Corvus. I have a Dreadnought. So Will can pick a kill team, okay? It can be 5 guys, a Vanguard, a Biker, and a Terminator. So,
hang on. No, James, I haven't actually got right here. I've got 2 Tree Lord Ancients and Durthu, but one of my Ancients is magnetised that I can run it as a normal Tree Lord, a Tree Lord Ancient, or another Dirtho. Right, sorry, Harry, back to you.
It's alright. So,
Paint the Death Watch foot in the picture.
oh, that's my foot. Right, so, heroes. We've got Artemis, and I'm sure there was a librarian somewhere.
Librarian.
We've got Artemis, or we've got the Bloodraven librarian.
It's got to be the librarian.
Not necessarily.
I'm stalling.
Again?
Yeah.
Artie. Cool. The biker obviously has to be the White Scar biker. Terminator-wise, we've got the Salamander from the Overkill box. We have a Terminator with a melter gun power fist and a cyclone missile launcher. And I'll find the last one. I don't know what the other Terminator is.
Manda.
The Salamander one. Okay. Right, for guys, we've got a Dark Angel with a plasma pistol and power sword. We've got a guy with a storm shield and a combi melter. We've got a thunder hammer and storm shield. We've got a shotgun. We've got the Ultramarine with a bolt gun. We've got a frag cannon. We've got a power sword and combi flamer. We've got 2 more frag cannons. We've got a heavy thunder hammer.
Dear.
What? The Dark Angel. We've got a shotgunner. We've got a storm shield and it looks like a Xenophase blade. We have a plasma pistol and power axe. We've got a combi melter.
Storm shield guy.
Which one? There was multiple storm shields. I've got a combi flamer and power sword, or I've got a black Templar with dual lightning claws.
It's all so quiet. I'll let you finish that out while I go for food. Do you want anything?
If you've got sweet chocolate crap,
No.
yes. Storm shield and power sword. Did someone have a storm shield and power sword? I don't think it did. Well,
Oh, you passed me.
your stick.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, storm shield and power sword. Okay, so that makes 2 out of 5 of the kill team. The lightning claw guy. That makes 3 out of 5. So I've got heavy thunder hammer, combi melter and storm shield, power axe and plasma pistol, combi flamer and power sword, 3 frag cannons, 1 shotgun, combi melter, combi flamer and power sword, or a bolt gun, or a thunder hammer and storm shield. Combi melter. Normal combi melter or combi... One combi melter. I've got 2 shotguns actually. Combi melter with the storm shield or just the combi melter? The combi melter is the Iron Hands guy from Overkill. Heavy thunder hammer. That makes 5. And then I need a vanguard. I've got a Raven Guard with 2 lightning claws. I've got a Blood Angel with an Infernus pistol and chainsword. I've got a guy with a giant power sword and inference pistol. Heavy thunder hammer with storm shield. It's not a heavy one with the storm shield, it's just a normal thunder hammer with the storm shield. Hang on, combi melter with the storm shield. Then the heavy thunder hammer. Then the blood angel. Okay, and then should I do the dreadnought or the corvus alongside it? Alright guys, been nice talking to you. Looking forward to your battle. Lucy, good luck. It's your first game. Hopefully catch you on the next live stream. No worries, man. Raven Guard for the win. But we'll choose the Blood Angel. Corvus. Cool. So the Corvus, assault cannons or las cannons? And there goes the Stormbolter. Las. Where did I put the last cannons? Because I had them the other day as well. Well, when I get these done for you, you do realise, right, this will be a third of the Death Watch. Oh no, I've dropped the Stormbolter and I can't find it. Found it. Last Death Watch need them bad. Cool. I think they're in there with the eldar carriers. They don't, so I'll leave the assault cannons off for the moment. And there are a couple of bases out as well. For the bases on these guys, what I'm actually doing is, when I find them, there we go. I'm actually using bases from a company called Demon Scare. And I'll show you them in a couple of seconds when I get them out. There we go. So they've got alien runes on them. And I'll be using them. Hiya.
Hiya.
Should have told us and I'll come and get them for you.
Either that. McDonald's or rock pizza.
What, are you fancying a McDonald's like?
Yeah. I've already had one today.
She has.
I had a cheeseburger Happy Meal.
Ha. Oh god, yeah, I do.
Harry's back on his cinnamon rolls. So he's been relatively good.
Relatively. We made a big batch of curry. I then made an all-day breakfast in the slow cooker, and that's what was I sent you the picture of, Will. So it was a tin of spaghetti, a tin of beans, a tin of chopped tomatoes, loads of chopped up bacon, loads of chopped up mushrooms, loads of chopped up potatoes, and some chicken.
Yes, because I have self-control and have finished buying what I need, basically.
You were nearly done, and then you were like, right, I'm buying a new eye.
Oh, because you know I've always wanted one, but there's not, apart from the one wood elves, there's another one I want. But I've had wood elves before, and
Yeah, I had high elves.
I couldn't manage
You
them.
didn't like them.
But for Stormcast, I've only got 10 protectors to paint, and then I'm totally done.
And 3 prosecutors.
Oh yeah. So, I'll be buying much more.
My to paint pile is looking the best that it's looked in a long time, to be honest. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So lately I'm just concentrating on buying pretty dresses. Oh, so angry. I bought a dress from EMP. I had to wait over a month to order it because the website and the app was down. I ordered it, my size, I measured, ordered the 10 to 12, 12 to 14, have come, and it's about, what, 8 to 10?
I don't know, but 6 inches short around your chest.
I went off the measurements on the website and stuff like that, so thankfully his mum's sorting it out first.
Yeah, my mum's a seamstress now. Making stuff bigger normally isn't possible, so she's basically having to pull the entire top half of the dress apart and basically remake it with extra pieces in, which she would never normally do for a customer, because there is a chance that it doesn't come out the way the customer wants, but because it's Lucy, she will do it. 12,000 points of NIDS, 24,000 of ball action Soviets that I don't like painting either. No, I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with Town Blood Angels, but got some surf on this weekend. Steve had like 10 models left to paint.
No way.
For his entire collection.
So the good thing about me was you always have a painting pile, so if I do fancy painting when I've finished.
She can pick whatever she wants to paint. Like she's done half of some Die Revengers for us. And I think you're going to finish them off this week?
Will you pass us the bluey green paint, please?
The one that you used for the roofs?
No. It's below the orange.
The GW paint?
Second one in.
That?
Second one in.
That?
Yeah.
That's a dry paint, mind.
Oh.
I've got a split in my skin. I keep knocking it.
Oh. Can I go on before it then?
What's it for? The wreath bits, you probably want a dark green for them then.
Okay. Would I commission some bases? No.
She hates base and she absolutely detests it.
I hate it almost as much as washing and dry brushing.
Yeah.
But none of that comes close to how much I hate building.
I sat the other night and based 50 bases for all them Primaris Marines, apart from I glued cork on them all, I sanded them all, I sprayed them all, Lucy dry brushed them reluctantly, but she did do them for me, thank you very much. And then I had to grass them, flock them, and then of course glue all the Marines on them. So the Primaris Marines are done, barring 1 or 2 little bits, I think. I need to actually rim all the edges of the bases as well.
Metal Madness Gaming, you are nuts. High five, Reese. Building's horrible, isn't it? I
love basing. Reese hates building as well. I'm excited I almost have this Chimera table ready. The 17th Shetland Light Dragons need another ride.
Come again?
His Regiment of Guard.
Oh. Right. With dry brushing, I've always hated it because I could not see the difference. Because I only ever did the bottom coats, the darkest coats. But when I was dry brushing this and Marines, the white, the bases, Friday night, because I could see a difference from grey, dark grey to white, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I sprayed all the mausoleum with dark grey, and then I said, "Look, right, dry brush in grey," and she couldn't see the difference. I could, but then when she did the white, same with the bases, you could see the difference, couldn't you?
Yeah, which I liked it once I could see the difference, but if it was up to me, I'd go from the darkest colour just straight up to highlight the lightest colour, but since they're not my models, I couldn't do that.
Well, when you did the Marines, you did Mephiston red, then Evil Sun scarlet, and then another lighter red, and you could only see the lightest red, couldn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't see the scarlet, the second one.
Yet, she's done a really good job with the Marines. You actually painted probably half the Marines, didn't you?
Yeah.
You did all the black, all the brown. You did half the silver because I did the silver on half of them, whereas you did the other half.
I did the green.
The green of the purity seals and all the skulls and parchments.
Yeah, famously surprised, never heard of it.
The Shetland Light Dragons. This Forge World tank is the hardest thing I've ever built. 10 hours build time. Forge World stuff is sometimes very horrible to build. Try building a Forge World tankless for Dark Eldar. Then come back.
Ah, so it's not you're back to Will, right? Where you're mad. I think one of the reasons actually I've turned against basing is because the way I've been doing my Stormcast, it's so hard actually getting to stick on because I've got like rocky ground, and it's so hard finding a position where they'll stay on in time to glue, like long enough for the glue to set.
You seen the resin bases I'm using from Terry, from the Death Watch?
Oh yeah, they're nice. You've always been, you think. There you go. Oh. Don't you hate it when you're doing something you think you need to finish and realise half of it's still to do?
Well, kind of like how you've got all them bases under there still.
Shh. If we don't mention them, they'll go away. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Or you'll do them when I'm not here.
No.
Anyway.
Actually, you know, I've just realised as well, we'll probably have to do 2 Sigmar games before we can do another 40k one. Because next week, I think the scenery and the battle map from GameMap.eu will turn up. So yeah, we're expecting another battle map and some fantasy terrain from GameMap.eu. We're getting the Gothic Ruin set, and we are getting the Medieval Town set. Along with the Medieval Town battle mat as well.
Oh, we're gonna have some we can just play story wise from them as well, can't we?
Yep. So yeah, if anyone can think of any fun narrative missions between the armies that I've already got painted, that would be really great. But at this rate, if I get this Death Watch team painted up this week, might be able to do it with this.
Crap, what time is
It is 9:15. What's up?
it? Getting me tablets
Where are they at?
in front of me bag.
I'll go and get them. Oh, the town set is lush. It is. It looks expensive compared to the others, but we'll see. We will see.
I should never started this. It seems like never ending now. Oh, so supposedly the hardest to build. A friend of mine did a commission to build and paint one. It took 2 months just to build with him and through the friends. What? Oh dear. And how is that relaxing? Because I've heard a lot of people say building's relaxing. I don't know how he's got the patience to sit and do all the magnetising. I love like the fact that he's magnetised so much of mine, but like the clothing guard, so small. I'm glad I'm not the only one though. Oh dear.
I went down from tablets and I didn't get them.
Nice.
Where are you at?
In the front of my handbag.
What is that?
On the either hanging up or on the chair. That is so true, Will, and that's where all my problems are, my lower back. So I paint to distract myself from the pain, but then I get too involved and forget about the pain, but then it's like, right, you're forgetting about this for enough and kicks me ass, basically. We heard what Steve said. Town mantras.
Right there. Town members are supposedly the hardest to build. Took 2 months just to build. Had to put metal rods in the wings. Bloody hell, I bet.
Oh, hang on. That's the thing that was like 1,050, isn't it?
Yep.
Jesus. Who's got money to spend like that? £1,000 on one?
Magnetising this for people who can't make up their minds. That's me.
I've got MRIs gone on sad. Oh, is that resulting in any nerve pain, Reese? If it is, tell your doctor you're putting on gabapentin. Tell them not to fit around with different types of painkillers. Say you want nerve painkillers, amitriptyline, and gabapentin. Someone's impatient.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried them. They wipe me out. Yeah. Snap, I'm on tramadol and amitriptyline. I was on gabapentin a lot. But yeah, I was more like the zombie. So I could be a bit better like if I was on the gabapentin. I wouldn't be in as much pain, but it's not worth it living your life like a zombie. Have you thought about getting some injection painkillers, like the injection thing? Didn't work for me, but they work for like quite a lower percent. That didn't make sense.
Quite a large percentage of people.
Yeah. I get like that. It's usually about within 20 minutes of taking my painkillers. And I get tired and all slurry. I drop things and stuff, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, it is 20 past. Do you want to call it at 1/2 and then it's 2 hours?
Yeah. So I am starting to
Hurt and get tired.
because I've just took the painkillers we're talking about, so you know. I promise there's no vodka in this drink. I know what you're going through, Reese. Yeah, when I had my first set, the cordial epidural, I think it was. Basically, the only pain relief I got from it was the day I got when I was like numb and like lower back down. The next day, the pain came
See, she's dropping stuff already.
That's because I was concentrating on talking. I'm gonna blame that. Yeah, my friend Kate, she's actually got the exact same problem as me, except hers is just in the starting phase, we'll call it. And I love that you can, like, I can talk to you about your pain and like you understand it, but there's sometimes I'm trying to explain things that unless you suffer from it, you can't understand. And she does know exactly what I mean, and she can, like, she was trying to describe things and I was giving her the words that she didn't know, and she was doing the same to me. And it was like awesome. It's sad that we've both got it and that, but really good that we can talk to each other about it. And I know this is totally not hobby related, but you know.
Well, I'm painting Death Watch.
Now you're painting it and he's gone now, I think.
You better not have gone.
Is it Will Galloway?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to discuss then?
I don't know. I don't know what else is looking good.
Any news on next releases after Eldar?
They're releasing Eldrad, the model from the Death Mask box, at the same time. I got Artemis from the Death Mask box as well, because they released Artemis to go with that. I think Artemis is available in the Death Watch Star Collecting box now, but not by himself. But the Eldrad model was made for that box, and he's now available separately. So Eldrad's getting released as well. They're also putting up for made to order a lot of the older Eldar stuff, because all the old metal stuff, you remember what we see at like Warhammer World when we go down and they don't make it anymore.
Yeah.
Every so often they change what's available and they will reissue some of the old models. The Eldar Bone Singer is going to be going up, and at the minute they go for about £40.
Yeah.
It'll be cheaper than that to actually buy a new one. So I will be getting one. But yeah, and I think the remakes are in resin. I have another long night, gotta stay up till 7 AM again. Why? Just go to bed for a bit, Stephen.
Good night, Reese.
Aye, night mate, see you later.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it now.
Yep, no more silver. No more silver for me.
Yeah, I'll just finish this last bit of green off.
Yeah, I'm going to take some pictures of the Eldar terrain that I've finished off, and I'll stick it up on the Facebook page as we kind of head off to bed. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a live stream after I finish editing a battle report or 2 if I can. But yeah, I'll either be doing War Walkers or Death Watch. Good night, guys. Thanks for the company. It's been a pleasure. No worries, man. Thank you very much for joining us. Indeed, it's been a pleasure. But yeah, follow us on Facebook, and I'll put a picture of the eldar terrain that I'm getting done. Anton Becky says, take care, guys. Been lovely talking to you. No worries. Drop us a message on Facebook, and we'll sort out come down for a game or something.
Yes.
And then you can sort out a game with Reese.
Yes.
But yeah, night shift. Unless I won't sleep until my shift. That's a madman. Anyway, we're off. So thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Thank you very much for your support. And we're going to call it a night. So, ta-ta.